All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. Hopefully, everyone's all excited for the weekend. And let me tell you, what an interesting day we had yesterday. A couple of really, really cool stocks. Roaring Katie is back in the news, and it's not on GameStop. So we're going to talk about that stock and a few others. First of all, obviously, what's the big news that happened yesterday? Everyone get a chance to watch the debates? I don't know if everybody had a chance to watch it. I know a lot of people were looking at it. My biggest interest was I want to know how the S&P futures were reacting to it. And, not really that much. I mean, we're getting a lot of, even though the market is up about 25 points right now, sure doesn't look like that on some of the watch list on it. I mean, mine looks like the Dow's up like, I don't know, 500, with all these every stock on our watch list. It's big green everywhere. So we'll look at some of those stocks, a couple of swing trades, and what to expect, what's moving on for today. There are some stocks that are moving, and but listen, is the weekend big week next week. One of my favorite weeks, but one of my most despising holiday, having holidays right smack in the middle, and it's going to screw up the trading market. So we'll talk a little about that. So let's go out there and do some shopping. Let's talk about really what happened yesterday. First of all, the big news yesterday was Chewy. Okay, so Roaring Kitty was back on Chewy, and you could see right here that this thing literally flew at 1 o'clock. So it's all about being in the right place, the right time. You could see it right here. Hold on, let me just X out it, hide this. So it started right around 1 o'clock, and it ran from that $27 to a whopping 39. And then it had this nasty shake right here, right around 37. And here comes a short squeeze came in. And you can see right here, it stopped at 33 and it came right back down. So you could see the power of someone that has a huge following. And what was really unique about that trade is that you could see how orders and algorithms start kicking in, and all the lights just start blinking on the market maker side. They're like, what the hell just going on? We got orders. It's like a fire. It's really like a fire. The fire alarm goes off for market makers, and believe me, they have all these alerts that affect everyone. How I know that, because I was a market maker. We knew that. We would get binged all the time and say, hey, someone just hit this stock. Someone hit your stock. I'm like, what? I just got, back in the old days, we used to use this platform called SOS. Remember, SOS is the old term of, I was one of the original SOS bandits. And, basically it's the original day traders. And we used to use SOS, and we used to SOS these market makers, and, kind of screwed up their markets a lot. So anyway, Chewy was one of them, and it was a fun stock. But do we really want to jump back into it? Listen, you know what? It happens. You're in the right place, the right time. I know some of you here did trade it, and it was fun, whatever. But that really wasn't the more of the story. There was a couple other stocks out there that did pretty well. And by the way, regarding about the Chewy trade, always remember, the CEO of GameStop I think he bought a big chunk of Chewy out there too. So regardless if you're a fan of Chewy, I'm a fan of Chewy. I like the company too, it did take a huge hit down to 15, and the stock, you can go back and you can see the stock was, pretty much high up there in the 50s. But, listen, there's so many of them out there, and we're going to check them out. And we're gonna look at. I'm gonna show you a couple of more out there. So anyway, there was a couple of the great stocks that did move. Wolf was another one that was trading side by side with Chewy too. You could see it ran from 320 up to about 370. Same thing that happened, with the whole Roaring Kitty thing. And you could see how they made that big pop right there. So that was a fun stock too. So if you missed that Chewy trade, you could have traded that Wolf trade. But the big stocks I want to talk about is more of the brand name stocks. Now, there were a couple of, some inexpensive stocks that we did trade. I'll touch upon them a little bit. You had the CRKN trade that moved, really nicely. The stock, you could see with all the reverse stock splits, the stock was always, last year was in the 6,000s into the 35,000s, all the reverse stock splits. But the stock, we traded this before. You remember it had this big short squeeze. It ran from like $9 to $90. It had a nice move yesterday from 3 to 5. It was a great afternoon runner. it was great. It was one of those stocks that we like to trade. WBA was another one that was a really, really, really good short yesterday. And it just kept trending down, down, down. That was a nice one. But the big ones were the brand name stocks, okay? Amazon. Did you guys watch the video I did on Amazon? I hope everyone watched that video on Amazon, because the Amazon trade, and if you look right here, right now on level 4, there's a big iceberg order right now at 200, and it's only 38,000. Okay. It's not 38,000. Okay. It's more of like a 500,000. Okay. All right. It's just now it's showing, pre-market. But when the market opens up, boom, you're going to see all that order show up. And, so please, if you subscribe to the channel, if you're watching, watch the short video I did on it. Actually, let me bring it up and let me show you what I'm talking about. Do we have that video over here, Rich? I got it somewhere here. YouTube. Let me see. I got it right here. Let me go to my channel. And here. It's the last one I just did. It's right here. So if you subscribe to the channel, watch this video that I posted right here. Amazon hits an all-time highs right there. All right. So watch that video really quick. Actually, you know what? Why did I play it? That's even better now. I'm going to play it. Okay, ready? Let's play it. So that video right there, like I said, I just did that video right there, and it was a really it's just so coincidental. That was like literally 3 days ago. And it's all those big iceberg orders. Yeah, that's the link right there. So everybody, you guys didn't hear the sound? All right. Well, if you didn't hear the sound, sometimes it's kind of hard to get on my microphone. But there's the link if you guys want to watch it and put it in there. And that, let me put it in social media. Definitely go out there and watch that video. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to post up a couple of, I'm always post up a good video. I got a big training video that's coming out, I believe today. You guys want to watch it. It's a longer version. It's about 30, 40 minutes. I think you guys are going to like it. But these little tips that we talk about really, really give you good concrete of why they have tough times breaking it or not. So that one was a good trade. That one did really well. Tesla. We trade Tesla all the time. So I bought Tesla. I didn't want to, as a business decision, I didn't want to tie up so much money to trade Tesla. So I bought the Tesla ETF. So the Tesla ETF is doing pretty well. I bought it 3 days ago. I think I bought it right around the 780. And you can see it right now. It's at 930. So percentage-wise, this one is obviously a lot less expensive. You could trade more of it. So that one's doing pretty well too. And Coin did pretty well too. Coin, I'm going to bring that up. Coin's obviously ticking up a little bit. So a little bit more of the brand name stocks that are out there that did pretty well. Now, let's go see what's going on this morning. Okay, so it is Friday. All right. And when it comes to Fridays, we want to be careful going into the weekend. We sometimes get a really good Friday afternoon, but it is a gorgeous day here in New York. A lot of people are going to be leaving for the Hamptons here on Long Island, where I'm from. They're going to go to those $1 million homes that they have. And obviously, there's the financial capital of the world. So who runs Wall Street? Those fun guys. They're going to go out. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Some people are going to probably extend it into next week. You have 4th of July. The market, and this is the terrible part about the whole thing. 4th of July is on a Thursday. Wednesday is a half a day. Okay. So that kind of sucks. So really you might see people checking out definitely on Wednesday, but Wednesday half a days are pretty cool. Okay. It's a short day. You have constant volatility, the cyber clock that right here. Let me just show you guys right here. You guys know the cyber clock if you're watching online. So basically you're going to get that good movement, extend all the way to 1 o'clock. Okay. So we'll have fun there. Now regarding about what's moving this morning, I tell you, I didn't see that much going on there. We got this one stock right here that's moving, the COSM. Hold on, let me get my piece of paper here. COSM. We just got a bunch of orders got filled. right there, you could see it. And right there, you got those orders that got filled right there. So, it's nice. It's inexpensive. It's not that expensive. Stock's moving fine. Cheap, good spread, 24 million shares, up 88%. Why not? But it is up a little too much. I'm a little nervous about that. All right. This one gapped up pretty big yesterday. This one just obviously went up and came back down. I kind of passed on that one. This one here, this ECDA, do I have the level? Yeah, I did put it up here. You know what? It went up, had this big iceberg order, $170, and it came crashing down. You see our order right there? $170, and it came right back down. It's got some nice orders at 110. So it looks like it's hovering right there, which is a pretty good support levels. ECDA. So that one, we'll keep an eye on it. This one, good earnings yesterday, but it's kind of flat now. This was garbage. This one is not terrible, but it kind of backed off all of a sudden now. Let me see where I have my orders on it. Yeah, I mean, it was a big order. It just got filled at 268. That's right there. So I don't like that. Just see it right there. You see that guy got right there? The big red ball right there? Not really a good sign. All right, so I like the volume. I like the spread. I like everything about it. It is Friday. We are very limited what we're going to get to trade in morning. So we'll throw that on there. DJT is moving this morning. Not too crazy about that one. Did I have this one on here too? Good volume, 9%, 5 million, probably not. Losers, anything there? Well, we know why NXL is up there. Remember, we traded at $1 to $4. You know what the big Geo? We traded that before. You know what the big news is this morning? Nike. Wow. Nike is getting crushed. Okay. So I went back. I was looking at the long-term trade on Nike, and I looked at it, went last year, went the year before that, went the year before that, went the year before that. You got to go back to COVID days to see where Nike has got some support levels. And I was looking at level 4, and this is what gets me nervous. All right. There was a big order out here around $80. He pulled his order. Now, if you're a student of Cybertrade University, okay, and we're going to do phase 3. You got phase 2 that's going on for some of you here. We're going to be doing phase 3 where you trade live with me, next week. But this right there, we talk about this, why the order was out there, why it was canceled out there. You want to keep an eye on that, students, because right there, that's 79, 22,000. I could see right now when the market opens up, you're going to get a lot of algorithms, a lot of program trading kicking in. So I don't think I have ever put Nike on my watch list. Okay. This is going to be a first, but we might have to trade the stock. Okay. And it could be a nice short. So that's the news on that. Nike, there's the news. Let's put it in there okay, we got it there. So that's the news. We kind of share that for people in the cyber group on YouTube, whoever's watching it on our broadcast right there. That's the news on Nike. But from the looks of it, it's testing the guy at 79. And we're about 15 minutes. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. So we could get a nice short. This might be pretty good. A couple other stocks out there. Anything I'm missing, everyone? Louise is saying the CMND. CMND. Okay. You know what? It's got good volume. It's look like it's moving. Like I said, I'm not too crazy about. I'll put it on the watch list. I'll put on the B list because our list is so small. But I'm not too crazy about it. That's why I passed on it. Plug, PLUG, got a 6% move on Plug. Cheap stock. Not really. I'm not. We traded it before. I was always a fan of the stock, but we'll see. It's got big support levels. We might get a little bounce on. It could be a little level 1, right? All right. So let's get ready. Oh, geez. Damn, I hate to be right. Nike just broke that 79. Someone nailed that 27,000 share buyer. Well, we have a fun day on that one too on the short. Let's get ready for the market open up, everyone. So Fausto, you're saying Amazon today. Amazon, like I said, I'm long, but I own it as a swing trade. Amazon, okay. I own it as a swing trade, but it's got kryptonite at 200. But let me tell you, if it breaks 200, this thing is off to the races. Okay, we could probably see another Nvidia with Amazon and the stock. I mean, like, who doesn't? Who here does not buy stuff on Amazon? I probably buy like 2-3 things on Amazon every day. Was a huge anti-Amazon person, but after the past 2 years, I think everyone's all over it. Oh, and the Eli Lilly's doing pretty well too. Listen, we're getting close to that 1,000. All right, we're getting close to the 1,000. So a lot of us here, if you were back in February, you all know about it. Back at 600, that one's doing pretty well, and then the ETF is doing pretty well also. I don't know if this is really true or not, but if that is true, it's at 27, breaking all-time highs on ETF. So those are all looking pretty good. So those are all looking pretty nice. So let's get ready for the market. Open up, everyone. We got about 15 minutes. You know, you got class. If you're watching social media, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like us, friend us. Make sure you watch those little videos. I know a bunch of you guys sent me some emails. I do want to do one shout out really quick, okay? I want to thank somebody. Hold on. Somebody sent me a really nice review last day. Larry sent me a really, really nice review. I really want to share it with everyone. It was very, very nice. I think everyone here should read it. Where is it? I just got an email on it. Yeah, so Larry wrote a nice review yesterday, and here it is, really quick. There's the review. Larry wrote it. I'll share it in there with everybody. So nice to sharing that, Larry. Really appreciate your comments. And for somebody that comes from the financial district and said, like, hey, you know, learned a lot and give us a 5-star. Thank you very much. And let me just post that for you guys if you guys want to read it here on social media. There you go. All right. There you go. All right. So let's get ready for the market. Open up, everyone. And if you do want to leave a comment, we'll post a link up there. I know everyone here did it, but listen, it's very important. We really appreciate the Google reviews that you leave for us and keeping our 5-star review after 35 years being in business. It is very important because people should know exactly, you know, we all know we need education, and, you know, everyone does want to look at these reviews, and, you know, and sometimes, you know, you have, you know, you got to read them, and I know there's people shopping for all the education out there, and they're looking at, like, who do we trust, who we not trust. You know, there's a lot of bad actors out there. I have to kind of always defend myself because of those bad actors. But you guys out there giving Lulu's great reviews, really appreciate it. All right. So definitely go out there and post one up there. And if you want to read them, definitely check them out. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Let's get ready for the market open up. Sorry, sitting there talking a little bit more than I used to. We got 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. For everybody on social media, if you want to join our trading room, take your phone, scan the QR code on the top left-hand corner. You can come and join our trading room. We're here all day. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Train safe. Enjoy the weekend.